Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to a brand new video. We're going to have to talk about it. It is an issue that needs to be discussed, and that's the striker situation, the number 9 issue at Leeds United. Of course, we can't rely on Patrick Bamford. We all know that. 4 weeks out again through an injury, and we all know this. But you're looking at the two options of Pirro and Joseph. Now, we're going to talk about it for a minute. We're going to go through their performances this season in the league, and then we're going to talk about a few things. So we've got our starting number 9, which is Joel Pirro. Joel Pirro is our starting number 9. Now he has this bit of an injury issue. That's why there's a massive worry. I talked about this a bit in my review for the game against Harrogate. I talked about this a little bit, but I want to talk more on it and more in depth about it. So we are top of the league, of course, and now we're going to be starting with us, of course, talking about Joel Pirro. Pirro has played 26 games this season, yeah? He has started 16 of those 26 games, playing 1,417 minutes. They're the minutes he's played. He's had 10 goals this season and 5 assists. So he's had 15 goal involvements with 10 goals and 5 assists, which is massive. You know, he's our top goal scorer on 10. Second, I'm pretty sure, is Aronson on 7. So Aronson's only 3 behind him. And people call him a shit number 10. But anyway, back on the talking about the striker situation, we have a player who has 10 goals and 5 assists this season in Joel Pirro. Last season, he managed 13 goals, so only 3 more, and only 3 assists last season, playing 42 games. So he's almost already caught up with how many goals he scored last season already, playing less games. I'm trying to work it out here. What's that for? That's 16 less games. I think I worked this out right. 16 less games than last season. He started 28 last season. This season, he's only started 26. So he started 12 less games, and he's got 10 goals and 5 assists with 15 goal involvement in GA. Last season, he had 13 and 3, and he only had 16 GA. So this season, he's improved over last season, and that's why he's our number 9 this season. Joel Pirro is, I think, the perfect number 9 for us to have this season. And yeah, going in for the rest of the season, he's the number 9. The problem is the injury that he kind of has. I don't know if he's out. So I don't know what's happened with him. I know he's playing hurt. I heard he's playing hurt, but I didn't hear if it's like a injury and how bad it is. But you got these things of like, he's hurt, but he'll continue playing, and then he steps out next game, let's just say, and gets injured. You know, and when a player plays hurt and continues playing hurt, when they do get that injury, it could be a long injury, and we can't have a long-term injury in the number 9 position, because you look at the backup. Of course, Bamford's going to be out for 4 weeks. So if it happens next week, God, we are in trouble, because that's what, another 3 weeks with no striker if Pirro gets injured and it's bad, right? Our backup, Mateo Joseph. Mateo Joseph this season has played 26 games. 26 games this season, starting 11 of them. So let's talk about that. He has started 11 games out of 26, and people say he doesn't get enough minutes. He doesn't get game time. Yes, he does. 26 games, 11 starts, 1,096 minutes. So he's had over 1,000 starts, yeah, with 2 goals and 3 assists. Now, that's not good enough for a number 9 going for promotion, in my opinion. Joseph's a good footballer, right? You see his ability. I can see his ability. And I know for the future, I think he's going to be a good player. And you can see he's got it in him to reach the peak, you know, be a Premier League player, maybe a high championship player. I don't know if he'll make it to the Premier League level, but maybe high championship, maybe Premier League, depending on how players perform over time. You know, you look at other players that we have like Joffy, Joe Gelhardt. You look at him, and he performed very well in the Premier League when we had no other option and we were in a lot of trouble, right? And he performed in the Premier League. Of course, you remember the game against Wolves when he won the penalty, and you remember the assist against Brighton. Yeah, the assist against Brighton where he flicks it over Dunk, I think, and then chips it over for Strauch. You know, the winning goal against Norwich. He had moments in the Premier League, which makes me go, okay, he's had moments in the Premier League. Joseph, at the moment in the Championship this season, hasn't really had moments that I can think of. I'm trying to think. I know he got a nice assist to Ramazani this season where he did like a little flick, and it was a nice little move in Ramazani. That was like Ramazani's first goal for the club. He scored against Hull City that ended in a 2-2 draw when he got into the front post and hit it in the near post, which was a good finish. I don't remember his other goal. I don't remember his other goal. Did he score on the opening day? I don't remember. But yeah, and then I look at the other 2 assists. Do not remember his other 2 assists or if they were good assists. But looking at this, and you see he's got 5 GA this season, playing over 1,000 minutes. That's not good enough for a number 9 going for promotion. Now we can talk about Amutu, who I think is an option, because we are linked with him, of a player we can bring in. Latela. Now, I'm not saying get Latela, oh, that's the only player. I'm saying we need the type of striker that if Piro does get injured, he can start and perform well, because we need someone that can get goals, especially with your striker. You need a goal scorer if you want to go for promotion. Just say in a game like, I don't know, near the end of the season, right, and we don't have Piro. You think Joseph, you're going to, if the wingers aren't on it in a game, say Solomon and James aren't on it in a game, right? Do you back at Joseph to put the ball in the back of the net if we're near goal? Because I don't. Because he just hasn't shown it this season. I think he tries too much as well, Joseph. That's another thing I want to talk about quick about Joseph. He tries too much. I think we saw that in the Harrogate game that just happened as well. He tries too much to score. He doesn't do the simple, calm, I'm going to hit it low. He puts his foot through it every single time, and most of the time he absolutely skies it, you know. Or he just makes the wrong decision, you know. Against Harrogate, I have to bring it up, there was 2 times where he was through. One time where he played that pass to James, which I think was the right idea. But he's put way too much on the pass, and it's hard for Dan James to hit it in. And then you have Joseph, after the pass is too heavy for Dan James, and he's had a shot and it was safe for a corner. You have Joseph going, ugh. What do you mean? You're the one that played the shit pass. And of course, there was the other one where I think he might have shot instead of, oh yeah, he had it like on the side and he decided to shoot instead of pass when they had 3 players in the box altogether. So you look at that as his decision making and him wanting to score too much instead of just playing the game and the goals coming naturally. He's not playing the game as in like the goals will come naturally. He's going, I have to score, I have to score. If he played more naturally and played more calm, in my opinion, I think he would look way better. Now, moving on, of course, to someone we could actually bring in, Latela. Do I think we'll sign Latela? No. But like, look at the last 2 seasons in the championship. Of course, he came in the 23-24 season, where he's played a total of 30 games, starting 23 of them, playing 2,091 minutes last season, scoring 16 goals and getting 1 assist, which gave him a 17 GNA. So pretty close to Piro, you know, pretty close to Piro with GNA, which is good. And then you have this season at the moment where he's played 26 games, started only 17, and in those games he's almost already caught up to what he did last season, scoring 10 goals, so 6 less, but having 1 extra assist. So he's on 12 GNA this season instead of 17 in the full last season. So if you look at that, he's played a total of 4 less games this season, and 6 less starts. And he's played 1,575 minutes, so he's played about 500 minutes less. So in those 500 minutes, I could see him, he'll overtake 17 GNA in my opinion, or get close to 17 GNA, which is something you want. You want a player that can do that. Am I saying sign Latela? No, I'm just saying he's an option. I'm saying I'm worried in the striker situation of if Piro does get injured, I don't think Joseph's good enough. Now, yeah, that's what I mean. We need a striker that can score goals. I know it's not the easiest thing to find, a goal scorer, especially in January and stuff. Even if you can get a 6-month loan of any, like a player that's a good goal scorer, even if you look abroad, you know, in the Bundesliga or La Liga or Serie A, even if you find a gem that might be in the 2nd division in La Liga or 2nd division in Bundesliga, like we found Tanaka, you know what I mean? Someone that's been a good goal scorer to come in and be the one behind Piro, or if it's or maybe even start, because I'm pretty sure Piro wouldn't mind being on the bench. I'm not like saying, oh, we should drop Piro and sign a 9 that would be better than him. I'm just saying it looked like throughout this season when Joseph started, Piro hasn't hated coming off the bench. I mean, he's actually done pretty well off the bench by scoring goals. But we need another number 9 that could start up front and score the goals. That's the problem. And when you see people on Twitter before this Harrogate game and stuff saying Joseph should start because Piro does better off the bench and gets more GNA off the bench. If we had a striker who could finish as well off the if we had 2 strikers that could finish, then even if Piro comes off the bench and does score, the starting striker or the other striker, sorry, can do the same thing, you know, and they can switch and swap, and we can actually have a couple, probably have more goals, and I think we'll be in a better position. And I just say towards the end of the season, you need a goal scorer, and if Piro is out towards the end of the season, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's things that you have to look out for because it's something that could happen. If he's out towards the end of the season, Joseph isn't the one to take us up. Sorry, he's not the one to take us to top 2. And that is a massive worry for me. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And as always, I'll catch you boys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.